And 3, 2, 1, go.
Choo choo.
Fuck! Damn. Hello, good evening, whatever. Welcome to episode 8, and we know it's this episode 8 this time of the Midnight Fusion podcast. We double checked, but just for consistency, we'll probably make the next episode also episode 8. But I'm Josh.
All episodes will be number 8 from now on.
Sure. Anyway, I'm Josh, or Coolio Esquire Butterscotch.
And you got Esquire in there now?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be Esquire at the end?
It's-
PhD.
Yeah. PhD Coolio Esquire Butterscotch III.
Sama.
Now you're the third?
Sure. Anyway, with me is the crew. Somebody say hello so I can drink beer.
Hello.
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 We'll all just say hello at the same time. I'm Sam. There we go, got it.
And I'm Dan.
There you go.
So that's second worst intro of all time?
Choo choo.
Yeah,
Choo choo.
Is it slightly better? Yeah, slightly better than the one we had last time anyway.
The one where he kept having to start over and over and over and over.
Yes.
I wonder whose fault that was,
I
Sam.
don't know.
Not my fault.
I'm not sure. I was going to say you weren't there, so you weren't be able to say.
So what's on the agenda?
I don't know. I thought today, so we keep talking about like all this stuff in the past, just when we were younger. I thought maybe we could just make a podcast out of it.
It's a good idea. Usually what we do is we talk about something new that's going on. It's like, here, let's talk about the new thing going on in the new Dead or Alive game, and we talk about that for like 3 minutes, and then we spend like an hour talking about Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo.
Apparently the multiplayer of Dead or Alive 5 is like free on PlayStation or something.
You only
the
get like 2
multiplayer?
characters.
So,
Yeah. It's basically
Boobs.
a demo. Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
we'll do a quick thing where everyone should say what they're playing at the moment, and then we'll go straight into the meat of the discussion.
So who's first? 1, 2, 3, not it.
I'll go first since I talked about it, I suppose.
I'll go
I'll be the last. I'll be the last kid picked, just like in gym class.
For dodgeball. What have I been playing? Batman Arkham Knight is really good. I can't remember if I was playing that last time. I was waiting for it to arrive last time.
Yep.
I've been playing it a lot, which is pretty good. I've also been streaming it, so we can say that as well. Check out our Twitch stream at twitch.tv/pixelexile, all one word. It's pretty much just me at the moment, but I'm sure these guys will do some streaming if I ask them to.
Now I've been meaning
I
to
get
stream
back
my daily Mortal Kombat towers.
There you go.
Mortal Kombat X kind of has like daily quests, so
I actually need to get back to just playing games, period.
What?
Life, yo.
I know. What else have I been playing? Hearthstone some more. It's fun. Their new expansion came out, so I've been playing some of that. That's about it, really. And Final Fantasy 14, but that's a given.
yeah, that's
Now, me, as it's been gathered, I've not really been playing much. I haven't played 14 in forever. I miss it.
Oh.
I've mainly been playing that fun old Honey Pop and some Final Fantasy 7. That's about it.
so. Who is your favorite girl on Honey Pop?
Probably Kiana.
Really? She is
Yeah.
so fake. So many people like her. God, see, this is why I can't talk about.
I mean,
that game because
Aiko's not
it's
bad.
Aiko's, yeah, she's all right. I like the one everybody hates. I like Nikki.
Minaj.
I think I wouldn't have a problem with her if her voice wasn't so obnoxious.
Her voice kind of is. Well, it's either Nikki or Celeste, because when you get the chance to date an alien, you date a fucking alien.
And when you have the chance to get raped by one, you do it.
Oh, her dialogue is great. I actually like that she's the only one that wants to quiz you about the universe.
Oh, yeah?
Like, all the other girls are like, oh, do you remember this about me? But Celeste is like, which one of Jupiter's moons is the biggest? Clearly you don't know because you're stupid.
I'd be like, your mom?
In the corner, so you're like, yes, I know all these answers.
Anyways.
Finally, like, my love of astrology will pay off thanks to Honey Pop.
Yay.
I just like that the achievement for unlocking Celeste is A. LMAO. Or A. Lamau.
Yeah.
But, see, I haven't played, I've run the course on Honey Pop, so I haven't been playing that. But I do like to argue about the girls, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Sam, I've been playing Arkham Knight, borrowed it from my roommate, and getting pretty close to the end. Really fun. I was a little disappointed in the Two-Face stuff, though.
Hey, it was just kind of an aside, really, wasn't it?
It's not that it was on the side that bothered me. It was he went down so easy.
Oh yeah, he was
I was
just a normal
hoping-
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I get that it's Two-Face and he's not, like, kung fu expert or anything, but I was hoping that after I took out the other guys, that it would kind of, like, transition into, like, a boss fight sort of thing, where maybe he was, like, shooting all around, or he had to, like, maybe battering his coin out of his hand, just something else.
Instead it's
Instead
like,
of just-
he's there, jump on him.
Yeah. But that was my only complaint with the game so far. And, well, I finished up Peace Walker. It's one of the other games I had to finish.
How'd you like
And
it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The boss fights were a lot of fun.
Just
and
the
he-
story, and it's so good, though.
Yeah, it was. I really like the comic book style cutscenes,
Yeah.
and just the whole R&D stuff was fun. I can't wait to. I have Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm.
I had to play Ground Zeroes first. I played that for about an hour because I needed to get. Because if you get Kojima, if you save him in Ground Zeroes, he will be at your base in Phantom Pain.
Nice. I kind of wondered about that.
Yeah. So if you have played Phantom Pain, or if you have Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes, get Kojima first. For anybody
Yeah.
listening. But I haven't touched Phantom Pain yet. I'm kind of waiting for like a day where there's like nothing going on, so I can just nothing but Phantom Pain.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Lock the door, turn the lights off. Send out a
Josh, are
letter.
you masturbating again? Shut up! It's Phantom Pain time.
First of all, everyone just kind of assumes I'm doing that when the lights are off.
All day.
Wanking it.
Yep. Yeah, and in Mortal Kombat, like I said, I'm always doing the daily tower, couple hourly towers, and the premier tower once a week.
Oh, we forgot Destiny. We've been playing Destiny again, haven't we?
Yep.
Getting ready for the Taken King.
I guess we'll try again. Finally got my
Go ahead, man.
fucking necrochasm. Yeah.
Which I'm sure most people got no clue what that is. It's a good gun.
It's a terrible gun, but it's something that I wanted to say I have. Because I'm like OCD as shit about having everything. And you finally got your Gallarhorn.
I did.
Just in time for the nerfs.
I know, I had to buy it, but hey, I still
Just
got
in
it.
time for the... Wow.
Yeah, it's being nerfed on Tuesday. I got it a few weeks ago. Like they put it on sale with the special tokens you can get by doing different events.
I'm just
Now-
surprised you're not on Destiny right now, just spamming Gallarhorn
Oh,
as
I've
much
done
as
that
you
a lot.
can before the nerf.
It's like, hey, you need to kill that level 2 dude. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Just gonna fire several rockets at him then.
You fuck him in particular. Now watch. You're gonna get like the Black Hammer an hour before the update.
Oh, probably. I'll probably get it from the thing we're going to do tonight.
Oh man, but yeah, that's basically what I've been playing. I've been playing that, and I went back and started playing like all the old zombies, like Call of Duty zombies. Been getting back into my jam,
Fair enough.
swing of things. I love me some zombies. It's a good way to kill a few hours, that's for sure.
And kill some zombies.
Kill some zombies and kill some hours. And then get pissed because you died in the most embarrassing way possible by that. Trying to run away from a zombie. I'll get away. No, I'm stuck in a corner. Raped.
And then get you.
They always get you at the most inconvenient times too. It's either when you're reloading or trying to run away from them. Or when you throw a monkey bomb and they're supposed to go after the goddamn monkey bomb, but instead they helicopter your ass and knock you the fuck out. Fucking zombies. But in my case, I like to blow myself up a lot because I like grenade launching things and rocket launchers, and I tend to fire at my feet like an idiot, and mistakes were made.
I heard you like to blow yourself.
Bada ching.
No,
Maybe.
remember, I like that stuff too. I mean, when we had the Black Ops 3 beta, I was blowing people left and right.
Oh.
That war machine.
How many dudes did you blow in about a 30-second base? You know, like 8 dudes max you could blow?
Yeah. Blew about one time I got 9. Yeah.
Oh man, didn't you blow like 5 dudes at one time at like A flag or something once?
Yeah. That's the best time to save the war machine when you're playing domination. Yeah, and you're playing against one of those teams where it's like they all go for one flag and they're just like clustered around it. So it's just like, hey, meet my grenade launcher.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
And then
Or the times you get that care package, get a Wraith and stick it right in the middle of the map and just drop like 30 dudes and like...
Oh man, I had so many kills because of that Wraith.
Oh, I'm
That
super
was
excited for that
intense.
game.
Yeah, I thought Street Fighter V was supposed to come out in a couple months, but I guess it's pushed back to 2016, or I heard wrong. One or the two.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyway, so that's current happenings. What do we got for... Oh, I just lost my train of thought.
Old
Come on,
style
Grandpa.
happenings.
Come on,
Yeah.
Grandpa.
I'm not 33 yet.
Use your words.
Rick!
Yeah. So we're always getting nostalgic. Let's just nostalgia bomb. Let's talk about the glory days of Joe Montana and Bo Jackson and Ken Griffey Jr.
And other baseball players that I had no idea existed.
Well, the first two were football players, but
Oh.
yeah, sure. Well, actually, technically, Bo Jackson was both.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it was. I remember those commercials because he played for the Raiders and he played for. I don't remember the baseball team he played for,
Yeah, Oakland A's.
but no, I don't think it was
That'd
them.
be convenient.
But
See, this is why
Yeah,
we
it
need
was-
this is why we need webcams, because I would just be sitting there shrugging and getting like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
no, the
If
whole
you
the
can
whole
see what's
campaign,
going on in my background right now, oh my.
Is it a train? Choo-choo.
No, I
He's
have
watching
no
porn
idea.
again.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so I've somehow managed to, like, stick socks on my hands.
sports.
Sports.
Oh, glad I'm not the only one that knows about that. But anyway, yeah, nostalgia bomb. So, sports nostalgia bomb. Any of you guys ever play Tecmo Bowl?
No.
Nope.
I have it.
I used to, when I used to get babysat by my Aunt Chris. Yeah, it was like one of 2 games they had for their Nintendo. They had Tecmo Bowl and Tetris. So I would play Tetris until I got frustrated, and then I'd play Tecmo Bowl.
I did hear that there was like a group of people that would update Tecmo Bowl every year with the new people that had come in.
Like they would Madden Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah,
That's kind of
they
funny.
had like a custom ROM or something in it every year that just update it with the new players coming in.
That's dedication
Oh, very.
to Tecmo Bowl. Yeah, but so gaming. That's our thing. That's what we do 90% of the time with our lives. But what is it? I mean, I know what got me into gaming, and I can talk about that. What got you guys into gaming? Like Sam, what made you start playing video games?
Shit, let me think. I remember when I was like 7 or 8, my parents bought me this little. It was one of those 201 console things with.
Oh, like the Action 52?
Yeah, but it had a whole bunch of Atari games on it. So I remember I would play like all the old Atari games. This was in the early 90s, so they were sort of old at that point.
Yeah. I think the newest Atari at that point would have been like the 7200.
Yeah, I think they were on. But at the point that I got that, what did we get? Super Nintendo? I can't remember actually. We never really. Nintendo wasn't a big thing over here back in the day. It was all Sega. Or Sega, or however you want to say it.
Sega. Yeah, you had the. Yeah, the Mega Drive was
The Mega
popular.
Drive. Yeah. We
For
did.
us, it was the Genesis.
I remember the Master System as well. That was a.
Yeah, Master System had no ground here. I didn't know about the Master System until like in my teen years, and watching, or not watching, but reading like just like Game Pro or just talking about old days.
Mm.
I was like, oh, Sega actually had an 8-bit system.
Yeah. I don't think it went overly well. But yeah, I mean, like, they got me that console and I would, I play it sometimes, but from there, we got an old Atari. It was the Atari. It wasn't the console Atari, it was an actual proper PC Atari. And so I'd play games on that as well. That was when you'd get games on cassette.
Oh shit, like Commodore.
So you'd put the cassette in, type in the command, hit go, and it'd be like, your game will load in 30 minutes. You're like, well, I'm going outside for 30 minutes, I'll be back. And then you come back and play for an hour, you're like, that's boring now. Then I'll play something else.
Another 30 minutes.
Another 30 minutes. And then, I think after that, then I got an Amiga, it was just all 3.5-inch discs. And from that, my first actual proper console was a PlayStation 1, and then I followed Sony all the way through until PS4 now.
Nice. I'll go next. Mine's, I don't know. There's two versions. There's the version I tell, and there's the version my mother tells. Now, according to my mom,
I'm sure your mother's version is more accurate, just because it's your mother and you can't argue with her.
It has less swear words in it.
yeah, but also she's not here, so I can argue all I want. No, see, the way I remember it was my 7th birthday, so it was October 28th, 1989. See,
Precise.
mine has to be true because I remember the date. But it was my birthday, I had a couple friends over, and I was opening gifts, mostly Ninja Turtle action figures. There was one big box, and I opened it, and I remember saying, what is it? Because I wasn't sure what it was. Now, here's where the story's there. She claims I asked for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't really remember playing games until I had the Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't really remember being, like maybe an arcade machine once or twice, but I don't remember asking for it. I know my grandma bought it for me. What I believe happened is my grandmother, for my birthday, she stopped at Fred Meyer and said, I need, what's the big selling toy? I need to get my grandson something for his birthday. And the guy at Fred Meyer said, well, all the kids want a Nintendo, so I got a Nintendo. And we hooked it up to, and it was the one that came with everything. It came with Mario, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and Track and Field. So it had the
Good.
power pad and the gun, 2 controllers. We hooked it up to the TV in the living room, and even then, I still didn't get into it too much. I'd kind of play Mario until I died, or until it was game over, and then I just stopped. I was like, okay, I'm done, I guess. Like it didn't click that I could just start over. But Tony played it a lot more. Tony and my stepfather, he played a lot more than I did. And then eventually they gave me a really small Sony TV. Like it was probably about the size of my first computer monitor, maybe a little bigger. But then they hooked it up in my room, and that's when I just started playing it nonstop. Just Super Mario Brothers, nonstop, trying to beat the game. And then I found out that they had more games at the video store in town, and then I could rent them. So, yeah, but I believe it's my grandma's fault. She just asked for the #1 selling toy. And in '89, going into the '90s, it was the Nintendo Entertainment System.
There you go.
So, that's how I got started. And I stuck with Nintendo all the way up to the 64. Or halfway through the 64. It's when the Nintendo 64 games started, it was basically at that point where I realized it's like, okay, I'm getting new games for it, but it's only Nintendo games. Everything else is like Hot Wheels racing or something. Everything started to feel like shovelware, so then I bought a PlayStation 1.
That was a correct move.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So who's next?
You just went, you pick.
You talked, so you go.
Okay. For me, it's nothing really all that spectacular. It's just my cousin. I used to hang out with him a lot because he's like a year or 2 older than me, so I always go along with him. As the other cousins were like 7, 8 years older than me, and I'd always go up to his house on the weekends, go swimming, go play outside. He got a Super Nintendo for Christmas. It's like the day after Christmas or some nonsense like that. So my mom's up visiting, and we're all up there visiting, and he's like, "Oh yeah, come check this out." I got a Super Nintendo and a bunch of cool games with it, so I went up, and him and I got really into playing games like Zombies Ate My Neighbors. We'd always play them all in the co-op on that. It was so much fun, and that was the first time I'd ever pulled an all-nighter, because my mom would always drop me off there to work when she would go to work as well sometimes on the weekends, and me and my cousin stayed up all night playing things like Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Zelda, Link to the Past, and I think Harvest Moon was on the Super Nintendo as well.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Played a lot of that, and I asked my mom, like, "Oh, this is cool. Do you mind can I get one?" Like, yeah, and sure enough, I got one soon thereafter, and I stuck with Nintendo up until the GameCube, and then about the time the GameCube, I ended up getting a PlayStation 2 around the time with the GameCube as well, and yeah, I've been PlayStation ever since. PlayStation 2, 3, and now 4. For me, it's always just been like I'd still probably been playing Nintendo if they had proper controllers, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you can get the Pro Controller. I mean, I'd still want to get a Wii U because, like, I really want to play Bayonetta 2, and I want to play that Hyrule Warriors game, and I think there's still a new Zelda coming out for it, or have they moved that to the NX?
Has anything been said about that?
Nope. It's not about the NX, but people are thinking that maybe it is because Nintendo's filed some type of patent for a console or for some device that doesn't have a disk drive. So they're thinking that the Nintendo NX is going to be like they're going to try the digital only thing, or maybe they're going to go to, like, I don't know, flash drives.
Oh God. But yeah, that's about mine. Nothing spectacular, but yeah.
I guess that would leave me.
Yep, you got to bring it home.
Pretty much, I grew up around video games. Like, from as early as I can remember, there was always a console in the house, whether it be an Atari or a Coleco or even the Commodore. We had it. But the biggest I remember is really just playing, like, Mario, Super Mario Brothers 3, the Ninja Turtles game on the Nintendo, and never
The good
had a
one or the
Super
bad
Nintendo.
one?
The NES. Oh, no, the very first one.
The one where you had to play as one turtle at a time.
Yes. Anyways, so, after that, never had a Super Nintendo. My dad got a Sega Genesis, and never really had anything too spectacular on it. But I do remember so much Vector Man, because I loved that game. And I really wish that more came out of Sega than Sonic Boom now.
Well, you have
really-
Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice to look forward to.
Poor old Sonic. What did they do to him?
Yeah, I really have been more of a Nintendo person. Even now, they're not doing, Sony or Microsoft numbers, but they're still holding their own. And I mean,
It's their niche market at this point.
yeah,
There's still enough interest where they can still make like about as much money as they've always made, or make enough money to stay profitable.
all they gotta do is just make more amiibos.
Main income amiibos.
This next wave is actually really huge, and I don't think it'll sell out right away.
Any new ones?
Zero Suit Samus,
Shovel Knight.
Ganondorf. No, Shovel Knight's not coming out yet.
Oh.
Dr. Mario, Bowser Jr., Olimar, and I think that's it for it. That's next Friday.
So now there's at least 4 amiibos that I want just to collect, even though I don't have a Wii U.
You need 4 Zero Suit Samuses alone.
No. I want to get Link, Zelda, Armored Samus, and Zero Suit Samus now.
The Ganondorf apparently is supposed to be like really detailed and like awesome looking.
Yeah, I'll probably at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, I myself at some point want to pick up all the Fire Emblem ones if I can find them.
Well,
It's where so many people are like, oh, amiibos are so dumb and you don't need them. It's like, yeah, they're dumb. I don't need them. I need them. You don't even have a Wii U.
Yeah.
But I want. They just they flick that collector
That's
switch.
how they get you.
Mhm.
Look, it's DLC that I can look at.
I mean, you do. You look at it, it's just like, this is a cool little figure. Why aren't more figures like this?
Maybe
I
they
think-
can, for Call of Duty, they can do amiibos, just little
Oh,
guns.
shit.
Just,
They
just
come in
those
a
little
random
green-
box.
Just those little green plastic army men that you buy at the dollar store on a little plaque.
That's what it'll be. It'll be like a bubblegum machine. You put the money in it, you get the random thing. It's gonna be more than likely like 3 times the pistol or whatever.
Oh man, I got
Oh,
a Scar H with Select
Oh.
Fire. That's my favorite.
Shit, I already have this.
Man, that's fucking bullshit. All I got was a little pistol.
Did you at least get a Kimbo? Or how
No.
do you say that?
No, it got like a silencer on it. It makes it weaker.
Could be worse. Could be a scope.
And then Devin would get one, and it would just be like a sniper rifle with cannonballs, homing missiles, like heat-seeking scope, and they would be hooked on the front of like a tank or something.
I'd spend massive amounts of money trying to get the defect Call of Duty amiibo. The knife with a scope on it.
And a knife with a laser sight and scope on it.
Is it gonna come with a bipod?
Yeah.
Means you'll throw it easier.
Yeah.
It's so you can throw it farther.
got
You're
a
just
home.
Oh,
It's got
I
a
can just
homing thing on
imagine.
it.
You just imagine standing at the machine waiting. It takes like it doesn't fall right away, and it just gets stuck in fucking lag. Just yell at the machine.
It just sits there and spins in the air in front of you for a few seconds.
Fucking lag.
He's teleporting. He's cheating.
nice rubber banding, homo.
Won't you fix your internet, Queerbo?
I still love the stop stealing internet from Walmart line.
What?
That's every time when I used to play Halo 3, back when it was, when it was released and it was super popular and everybody was playing it, the popular line was stop stealing internet from Halo or from Walmart.
Stop stealing internet from Walmart.
Yeah. Can you imagine some guy like parked in his RV in the Walmart parking lot? He's sitting there with a 360 with the, it's one of the first models, so he's got the wireless attachment like mine has.
Oh, jeez.
So he's just like, okay, I'm about to find a match finally. And he gets the kind of lag where the first time he dies, it just makes him stare at his dead body for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because that was my favorite part of Halo lag.
We actually, when I was going to the midnight release of Modern Warfare 3, we used to, the town where I used to go pick up all the games at GameStop, this was the only GameStop around, and I went to the midnight release for Modern Warfare 3, like I just said, there was one guy waiting out in the parking lot for the release of it. Since like 6 in the afternoon, he had like a van, and he had like a fucking generator in the back of the van.
Oh,
He was
God.
stealing like Wi-Fi from like Modern Warfare 2. Pretty much
Wow.
waiting in line.
Wow.
Good job, that guy.
That's dedication. But yeah, so that's... We went a little off topic, but that's pretty much... We all know how we got into gaming. But, one thing I've actually kind of wondered for a while. Again, I know my own story, but... What was the most... Because, there's a lot of people... I'm sure you guys can agree that, like, growing up when we were, like, 7, 8, probably almost every kid in your class played video games. But not every kid grew up and kept playing video games. Like, there's some people who's like, oh, that's kid stuff, I don't do that anymore. I work my super important lawyer job, and I don't have time for video games, and da-da-da-da-da. But there's people like us who, even getting jobs, we keep, like, it's still been, well, it's still our hobby, obviously. So
It's my addiction.
Yeah, more or less.
I'm sitting at
What
work
was-
stretching my arm every time I order games.
I need to,
You need to get home, man.
Y'all got any more of them demos?
I'll suck your dick.
Have you ever sucked dick for amiibos? But
Come on,
besides,
Wow.
just one more. Come on.
but besides, providing oral gratification for amiibos, at what point did you realize this was like your most favorite thing and you were never going to stop?
I don't know.
For me, it was like one of the, I think it was like 13, 12, and it was Christmas. Mom, it was Christmas time. Mom always asked for me and my brother to make Christmas lists. So I made a Christmas list. And she, okay. And she, no, it was, I heard a Final Fantasy 14 noise.
I think
Sorry,
it's
this is
Alex'
email.
phone.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nemo.
It confused me for a minute. But anyway, so I wrote down my Christmas list and I gave it to my mom. And then she came back and she's like, "Are you for real?" I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "This is all you want." And I'm like, "What's wrong with it?" And she's like, "You only wrote down video games. There's literally nothing else on this list but video games." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess it's the only thing I care about anymore." Because, yeah, that's... And even later when... Because, I grew up in the 16-bit console wars, Sega versus the Genesis versus the Super Nintendo. And so back then, my family being... It's not like we were poor, it's kind of lower middle class. You had to choose one or the other. So the other moment hit me when I was an adult and I was making my own money. I was like, I have a PS2, but I can buy an Xbox now. I have money and I can afford things. So that started my, I'm just going to spend all my money on video games. It's like, oh, don't have an Xbox? I'll buy an Xbox. Oh, my graphics card can't play this? Update the graphics card. And then you lose your job and then you don't have money anymore and things get scary. But that's another story.
Then you start sucking dick for eBays, but
Yeah.
Wow.
I still want to buy a Gamecube from the pawn shop, but I think they're a little too pricey for my opinion.
really? What's pricey over there? They're like, we have a mom pod game shop here, and they're like $30-$40 for new ones here.
Yeah, see, this is completely used with, you can see one of the controller ports is broken on it, and they want like $90 to $100.
What?
Man, you want a GameCube? I'm gonna like buy you one and just mail you one.
Yeah, because I got a Metroid Prime in the closet, so I need a GameCube.
You need to
You have a Wii?
get it out.
Wii's are backwards compatible.
I don't have a Wii. Jared had a Wii, but I moved out, so.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Was there ever a moment where you're just like, holy shit, I'm a gamer. This is my life now.
Nope. I just kind
I
of.
don't know. Same. I just kind of went with it. I mean, if I had to say why, it's like with me, I like GI Joes and shit, or action figures in general. Like, yeah, it's like I can get toys for Christmas, or I can get a game, and I can go back and the game was always a new adventure. Granted, I played Zelda and shit like that all the time, but it's like I can always have fun with a video game. I can go do some side quests, or I can go do this, or I can go do that. And with a toy, I play with the toy for like a day. And then it's just like, what more can I do with you, toy? I've moved your arm in every direction. The only thing I haven't done is strap you to a bottle rocket and fire you into space. But I did used to blow up my sister's Barbie dolls with firecrackers all the time. I was a terrible child.
Did she have the Barbie video game? You could have blown that up. Barbie on NES. I watched JonTron play like. No, I watched JonTron play like 3 minutes of that, and no. He suffers so much for us.
Okay.
The things he does for money. Anyway.
So everybody else just... I was the only one that had a moment of clarity.
I mean, mine was probably when I got my original PlayStation console, I think. Because I got Crash Bandicoot 3. I'm like, Crash Bandicoot is the best thing ever. And then we never saw him again after Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, that was fun. I used to play that with my dad all the time.
The good thing is, though, is now we know when they release Uncharted Racing, we know that's the last we'll see of Nathan Drake.
But we're getting Uncharted 4, so it can't be.
Well, maybe the racing will come after that.
Oh, maybe.
But that's going to be part of the multiplayer. It's going to be like, now, because remember they showed that one part where you're escaping the city in the Hummer or whatever? Yeah, that's going to be Uncharted Racing. It's going to be a multiplayer map. Uncharted Racing, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Gaming back then just seemed like I said, I mentioned the original console war. I mean, we got into fist fights over that shit at my school.
I'll meet you on the playground.
You're done. It's over. Say Mario sucks. No, Sonic sucks.
No, that's it. Back outside right now. Playground. After school. After lunch. Recess time, kid.
Super Nintendo doesn't even have a CD player.
Unfortunately, through my years of schooling, pretty much, there never really was this like overall interest in video games, so nobody really gave a fuck until it seemed like high school.
See, for me, it was the opposite. We cared so much in like elementary school and middle school, but then in high school, everyone was more concerned with smoking cigarettes and
Booty.
I think that was it. Yeah, booty.
Wu-Tang.
You know, it didn't matter if they even got it; they wouldn't have known what to do with it.
Do I put this in the fridge? Gotta keep it fresh.
Make them sound like they're some kind of serial killers now.
I kept her very fresh with a side of fava beans. Yeah, no, we used to drag out like there. I don't know. It's this weird. I look on it with like such happiness and nostalgia and rose-colored glasses, like me with a Nintendo Power magazine, like just reciting stuff out of it while someone's got like a Game Pro magazine or something, and it's like, yeah, but they don't report fairly because in this magazine it says Sega's doing this, and I mean, it was almost like we were in Congress or something. It's like, we're gonna blame the poor people for what you did. No, we're gonna blame them for what you did. LOL politics.
Then did you ever notice, like, maybe all of a sudden you came together and started talking about a game, just a game on them? No, that was later, but in our school, by the time it became popular in our school, it's like the consoles never really got big, and the games we came in harmony over. It's like, yeah, I played this. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game.
It's always interesting to me how much it's changed, because you still have people arguing over like, I'm gonna get this or I'm gonna get this, but with like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, or for Sam's sake, the Master System, or not Master
Mega
System,
Drive.
Mega Drive, yeah, it was game versus game. It was like, well, Super Nintendo has Final Fantasy VI, and it has Super Mario World, and it has this game, and then you're like, well, Genesis Mega Drive has the better version of Aladdin, and it has this game and this game. Nobody really talks about that anymore. It's hardware now.
Mm.
It's all hardware specs, because almost every game, there's so little exclusives for like each system, and like PC included. It's like most of the games coming out, it's like they're coming out for everything. And then like in the case of Street Fighter V, it's PS4 exclusive. No, it's on the PC too. You don't have to have a PS4 for Street Fighter V. You can just get it on your PC. So
Sony does like to do it a lot.
Yeah, so it's
PS4
all
exclusive, tiny little text, also available on PC.
nothing beats the Assassin's Creed banner that said exclusive on Xbox, PS4, and PC. It's like
so everything.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think you know what that word means, Ubisoft. I know you're French, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I find it amusing how things have changed. It used to be about software, now it's about hardware. One console used to be gray and purple, and the other one black. Now they're all black.
Or white.
Yeah,
Some white.
The Wii U. Well, no, if you buy the more, isn't there like a pro version of the Wii U that's black?
Yeah, that's the one that I have. Oh.
Yeah, it has like, yeah, it's got more gigs or more more space.
Yeah, it's like 32 gigs compared to like 4.
Wow, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, it might be 8, but still.
What was that noise?
But yeah, about those bears.
What about them Seahawks?
Oh.
What about that Tecmo Bowl?
Oh, so still on the classic games. I was cleaning my room and rearranging it the other day, and I found me a bunch of old Sega games.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Sega.
picture. What was in there? I saw the picture, but I forgot what you had.
That was like the Animaniacs, Mortal Kombat, Jurassic Park Rampage Edition.
Oh, jeez.
Is that the one that let you play as a raptor?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that was one of the reasons I was sad I had a Super Nintendo. Our
Yeah,
Jurassic
man.
Park games were...
Yeah. That's right. You're my Sega version of Jurassic Park. I can play as a raptor.
You could. I will never have that feel.
I'm
Well,
sure you're
until
not missing a hell of a lot.
Then I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but Chakan or Chakan, this is like a scarecrow guy, kind of on the front.
Oh, I
Chakan.
know. I'm trying to find the picture that you posted and I can't find it.
Yeah, I mean, they're all there, like the enemy guys. They're behind me here somewhere. I just don't feel like reaching to get them. Oh no, here they are, right here. Alright. I had Monopoly.
Whoa, where'd the sound go?
Den has killed his mic.
I think he blew it up.
He broke his mic! Oh god.
You know he did because it suddenly went very quiet. Oh god.
Oh crap.
What did he do? Did he reach across to grab it?
He went so nostalgic into the past that he went to a time period where microphones didn't exist. So like, I don't know, the 1800s. I don't know, 1500s. Let's say that.
1500s before sound was even invented.
Yeah, the beginning of time.
No, there he is.
Hi!
Lots of static. So you broke your microphone.
We good? Hi?
Yeah, you know, we good.
Okay, sorry. Why does everything I touch die?
I don't know.
Seriously.
So, like, you know. Anyway.
So maybe you shouldn't touch those Sega games.
Yeah, you might
Oh,
break
look,
something
I'm
else.
holding them now. The games I got are
Practice.
Monopoly, Clue, Mortal Kombat, Chakan, Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, and X-Men. Oh, and the enemy.
The
I
Sega
love that
Genesis
X-Men
X-Men.
game.
Sega Genesis X-Men games were awesome. A friend of mine
Yeah.
had one. I always wanted to play it whenever I'd go over to his house. Because, yeah, I don't remember there being one that good on Super Nintendo. Or if there was, I didn't have it.
I loved that game.
I wonder if half these still even work.
Oh, you got a Genesis?
Somewhere.
I can't find that Check-In game.
Chakan.
H-A-K. Oh, the guy's got two swords. I would pronounce that Shakan. Shakan the Forever Man. Looks pretty cool.
Yep, that's it.
I like his hat. It's very Vampire Hunter D.
Is it about a man who lives forever?
I would assume so. It's released in 1992.
Good
The
year.
game follows the tales of Shakan, a warrior who was so confident in his martial arts, especially his unmatched swordsmanship, and gifted abilities in sorcery and alchemy, that he declared even death couldn't best him in battle. Of course, Death appeared and challenged Shakan with a proposition. If Shakan could defeat him, he'd be granted eternal life. However, if Shakan was defeated, he'd become Death's eternal servant.
This guy doesn't muck around.
No, this game's hardcore. That was part of the appeal of the Genesis, too. They always used it in the marketing campaigns before they did blast processing, maybe even after, that the idea was, Nintendo was for little kids, and Genesis was for, cool teenagers, totally radical and 100% tubular.
Totally tubular.
Which, they did a study back then that a lot of teenage boys were more comfortable admitting they had a Sega Genesis than a Super Nintendo. Of course, looking back
Really,
at it
like,
now, who gives a shit?
I was playing Castlevania 4.
Super Castlevania 4 was awesome. Wow, warm.
I know. Talking to games like that, do you
Apparently, it's a
reckon...
comic.
What's a comic?
Shakan is apparently a comic.
Oh yeah, based on I didn't see that part.
Other
Wow.
media, Shakan continues to exist in ongoing comics that do not factor into the game's events as canon. Oh, there's also a live-action feature film. Shakan, the Forever Man, the movie.
Shakan the Forever Man, the movie, the game, the movie.
Oh, God. That's never a good idea to do.
Lego the movie, the game. What?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, that game was hard as shit.
I don't know, do you guys find that games are easier now than they were back in the day, or is it just because we've gotten better at doing stuff in general?
No, they're most definitely easier now than what they were.
Except for a few. There's a few really hard games.
I kind of agree and disagree. I do agree that games are easier now, but that's because a lot of things that happened in earlier games, like the early NES games, if they happened today, they would affect, basically people would take to Twitter, take to Facebook, and just YouTube and be like, oh, this game sucks so hard, you can't make this jump because this bird keeps respawning every time and knocking you back, and it's impossible, and they don't know how to program, da-da-da-da. But back in the Nintendo days, it was just like, shit, man, this is hard. You couldn't really do much about it. I mean, you could write Tecmo a letter. Dear Tecmo, your Ninja Gaiden game is too hard. Please get rid of the bird. Here's my cartridge. So, I mean, a lot of the difficulty from the older games, like Ninja Gaiden, was because of, like, respawning enemies. And, or, like, that one guy that you can glitch out because he's standing on that one platform you have to jump on, and it's really hard to kill him and
So
land on at the
basically-
same time.
Basically, talking about, like, Ghost and Goblins.
Ghost of Goblins is just... No, see, that's a legitimate hard game. Because I've watched people who have basically memorized the pattern of every damn enemy in every damn level,
Yeah.
and they can, like, run through the game blindfolded. That's, it's patterns, it's not glitchy hard, it's just ridiculously hard.
Yeah. It's
It's
like,
like-
I've gotten to the very end where I'm climbing the tower and it's like every single boss is on this tower, and I get to this one point where it's just these fucking red demons that just fuck up your day no matter what.
Yeah.
I
Or
just
of
can't
co-
get past it.
and you got a minute, and if talking Ghosts and Goblins, Battletoads.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was just...
Speed bikes.
Yeah.
You know who I think likes Battletoads?
It's Gold and Silver Pawn.
Yep.
We don't condone that. Wink. But no, Battletoads was... Yeah, I've been watching a video of... He's the guy that appears in James Rolfe's board game episodes. The Board James or whatever. He calls him Bootsy. And apparently he can beat Battletoads. So he's actually doing a guide on how to beat Battletoads level by level.
Oh man.
And before that, they actually just watched him play and beat it. And he talked about, it's mostly the same thing as Ghosts and Goblins. You got to memorize this part, you got to know to jump here, this and this, and you got to get, like, the trick is to, like, always get as many extra points as you can because it equals extra lives. And even after your life bar fills up or your whatever, it still counts the extra lives after that. So you can stack tons of lives. And even the first time he got to the end, he still ended up with one life left and died and had to start over.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was just... I mean, I was watching him play and saw that happen, and I wanted to just pick up a controller and break it for him. Like I felt that frustrated just watching, because not just that speed bike level. There's like another level with like surfing that's just as bad, and then there's like one with a jet, and it's you have to know. I don't get it. Those games were legit hard. Ninja Gaiden was just a prick with its respawning bird.
Yeah.
Fucking birds.
And now these days, there's what? Dark Souls.
Demon Souls, Bloodborne.
That's about it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really don't find them like hard. Just some of them are long, or I don't know. Maybe I'm not as patient as I used to be. Like I know I mentioned it before, but I was playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, and then I just got to a point I'm just like, eh. I just kind of gave up.
Just done with it.
Yeah. Maybe because there's too many collectibles. I'm like, hey, I'll get all the collectibles. There's so many, and they don't show up on the map unless you are really close to them.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say that I've gotten better at games. Oh no, I think I've gotten better at the Batman games. But I'm very aggressive when I play Batman games. Like I've watched some people stream, and I've watched you stream a bit, Sam. It's like you'll kind of like skulk around and wait and take out a guy. I like move around the entire room and find one guy isolated and take him out.
Yeah.
And then I basically blitzkrieg every encounter. I take them out as fast as I can. Like I get them either clustered in a group and mess them all up, or just like take out one guy at one side of the room. You know how like they'll rush to, like everyone will rush to see if he's okay?
Yeah.
I'll pick off the straggler, so I just get him ping-ponging back and forth until there's one left.
I always like how if it's one where you're stuck in the room and you have to clear everything out, that whoever is the boss at the time will start talking. He's like, well, there goes another one. Now there's only 5 of you left, and then you just, as you pick them off one at a time, he'll say something slightly different. And I know the Arkham Knight right at the end, if you've only got one, he's like, well, there's only one guy left, you might as well just take him out. You're like, will do.
Yeah. Just hurry up, Batman, finish it.
It's like, I can, I'm just trying to find the most violent, non-violent way of doing that.
Violently, non-violent.
Because Batman doesn't kill people.
Batman.
No, he just injures them for life.
Yeah, he just has a car tank that when he drives around electrocutes people.
Oh look, here's one of the thugs that Batman stopped, in a paraplegic in a wheelchair. Yeah, it is. I am so glad Batman didn't kill me, but now every moment of life is pain.
He has to talk with one of those robot voices.
Kill me. Do it.
That's why I'm just going to go piss off Deadpool, because that guy won't hesitate to finish me.
Doesn't that movie due out soon-ish, like next year?
I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I know I saw the, one of the con trailers for it. I don't remember which. I don't know if it was Gamescom or...
It would have been Comic-Con, probably.
Comic-Con, yeah, it was one of those. I just like the line that when he's, because in the preview there's already a guy talking to him about being a superhero. And it made me laugh so hard, is he's on a gurney, and they're taking him to, put him in the program and, give him his quote-unquote superpowers. And they ask him about the suit, like what kind of suit he would want. And as they're wheeling him away, he says, whatever you do, don't make the suit green or animated.
Yeah, I do remember that bit.
Yeah, Green Lantern was terrible.
It was. Which he also played.
Yep. That's the joke.
It is. Haha! Well, I think we're starting to run out of ideas.
Yeah.
How's the
winding
money?
down.
I can hear the enthusiasm in everyone's voice.
My other favorite thing about the Seattle Seahawks is
Nobody cares.
They didn't win the Super Bowl.
hey, I know a sports game coming out that everybody cares about.
Mm.
Mad?
Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
Extreme Volleyball 3.
Yeah.
Are they actually doing a third one?
Yeah, it's going to be a Japan only release.
I wonder
as it
why.
stands now. Yeah. Sam, don't get me started. The general idea is if they hear enough interest from the North American market, if we make a big enough noise that we want the game, then they'll release it over here. But it's going to be for PS4 and Vita. And they're actually having it right now where players can vote on who they want in the game. But the way you vote is they released a PlayStation 4 theme for each girl in Dead or Alive.
Okay.
And the theme costs like $1 or something or $2. Yeah. But when you buy a theme, like if you buy Tina's theme, that's a vote for Tina.
Yeah.
So
You have to pay them money so they know which characters to put in the game.
yeah, and so far basically it's all the Japanese characters except for Helena. Topping out the list is Marie Rose, Honoka, Kasumi, Ayane, Kokoro, Nayo Tengu, I'm probably saying half these wrong, Hitomi, Momiji, and Helena. The one so far not making the cut is Lei Fang, Tina, Mila, Rachel, Christy, and Lisa.
Oh.
Which I'm kind of bummed about that because Tina was my favorite.
Kasumi all the way.
But yeah, Dead or Alive Extreme 3, that's a sports game everybody cares about.
It is.
Because it's,
Maybe.
I mean, the physics for volleyball is so, it's like you're playing real volleyball.
That's so spot on, man.
Yeah. It's just the movements of the game. And you can tell the girls are really care about volleyball because it's like the only thing they do on the island. It's not like they ride jet skis or bump butts and then fall in a pool.
Hold on. They play volleyball?
I think that's the reaction most people have. I'm sure you could find someone who has Dead or Alive Extreme 2 and be like,
yeah.
so how was the volleyball in that game? There's volleyball in this game?
Volleyball?
You have like 50 hours logged on it. Yeah, but there's volleyball? What?
I thought it was just taking pictures all day, right?
I thought it was outside shower simulator.
And on that note, we should probably call it a day.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for watching, listening. I'm not sure what game I'm going to put over top of this, whatever I decide. I'm sure I'll find a game. Actually, I might put some of my stream that I've been doing recently over the top. There's the fun video you can watch. What things have we got? So yeah, make sure like, favorite, subscribe, all that cool shit. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/pixelexile and the number 1. Twitter @pixelexile, Twitch, twitch.tv/pixelexile. I know I'll be doing some more stuff. I know these guys will be doing some more stuff because I'm telling them to.
Basically, just write down the name Pixel Exile and just Google it, and you'll probably find something.
Put on everything. Yeah. So, everyone say goodbye.
Bye, good.
Later.